A woman in Tokyo lives in 21 square meters. That's smaller than most Western garages. No spare room, no walk-in closet, no basement to hide the things she doesn't want to look at. And yet, her home doesn't feel small. It feels finished. Every object has a place. Every space has two jobs. Nothing is wasted and nothing is missing. This isn't luck. It isn't minimalism as an aesthetic trend. It's a design philosophy Japan has been refining for centuries, built on a simple belief. Space isn't something you have, it's something you use well. Today, we're not just going to look at 15 clever apartment hacks. We're going to understand the thinking behind them. Two ideas, ma and Mottainai, that quietly shape almost every square inch of a Japanese home. Once you see them, you'll never look at a small room the same way again. Before you even enter a Japanese home, there is a ritual. You step down into the genkan, a small sunken entryway, and remove your shoes. It seems like a small custom, but it does something most Western entryways don't. It draws a hard line between outside and inside. Dirt, noise, the chaos of the day, it stays at the door. Behind that threshold, disappearing into the wall, are shoe cabinets only a few inches deep, yet inside, angled shelving holds dozens of pairs. No pile of sneakers by the door. No visual clutter the moment you walk in. This is Mottainai in its simplest form. The belief that wasting space, wasting material, wasting anything usable, is a quiet kind of disrespect. Even 4 inches of wall has a job to do. In cities where a single square meter can cost more than most people's monthly rent elsewhere, the floor is sacred, so the solution is elegant. Lift the bed, raise it a few feet, and suddenly there's an entire second layer to the room. A desk underneath, a reading nook, a closet. The apartment hasn't grown, but it now behaves like it has 2 rooms instead of 1. The same logic climbs even higher. Racks near the ceiling hold drying laundry, bicycles, seasonal boxes, all above eye level, all invisible in daily life. Most homes only think in 2 dimensions, length and width. Japanese apartments add a third, height. At first glance, a Japanese apartment kitchen looks almost too small to cook a real meal in, but everything, sink, cooktop, prep space, storage, sits within arm's reach. Nothing requires a step. Pull-out shelving and hidden drawers use every gap a Western kitchen would simply leave empty. There's often no separate laundry room at all. One machine washes and dries in a single cycle. No drying rack taking up the balcony. No second appliance eating floor space. 2 chores, 1 footprint. Even the fridge follows the rule. Instead of going wide, it goes tall and narrow, sliding into a gap between counter and wall that, in most homes, would just be dead space. None of these are expensive innovations. They're the same appliances everyone else owns. Just reimagine for a country that decided long ago that width is a luxury and height is free. By day, it's a desk. By evening, it's where the family eats. Some fold out to seat guests, then fold back down the moment they leave. In a small home, furniture that can only do one thing is a luxury most people can't afford. The same idea, smaller scale. A chair that spends 95% of its life in a closet and the other 5% seating a guest is far more honest about how homes are actually used than a chair that sits empty in the corner every single day. Rather than a freestanding closet eating into the room, storage is built directly into the wall. Flush, seamless, invisible. The apartment doesn't get bigger, it just stops announcing its size. This is where Ma comes in, the Japanese concept of meaningful empty space. Not emptiness as absence, but emptiness as breathing room. A room crowded with visible storage feels smaller than it is. A room with the same amount of storage, hidden, feels larger than it is. The square footage never changes, only the feeling does. Some apartments include floor panels that lift to reveal storage compartments beneath, perfect for out-of-season clothing, spare bedding, suitcases. Close the panel and the storage vanishes completely. It's space most homes never think to use because most homes never had to. A swinging door needs a clear arc of space to open. Space that in a Japanese apartment simply doesn't exist to spare. So doors slide along the wall instead. No wasted clearance. No furniture pushed awkwardly out of a door's path. Just a smoother, quieter way for a room to open and close. In cities where long work hours are the norm, even small chores compete for time. A low-profile robot vacuum reaches under beds and tables while its owner is at work. One less thing standing between a long day and a clean home. Slim enough to tuck beside a desk or into a corner. Some even combine humidifying and deodorizing in one unit. Comfort without clutter. Slim enough to tuck beside a desk or into a corner. Some even combine humidifying and deodorizing in one unit. Comfort without clutter. No floor lamps competing for space. Light is built into ceilings, walls, even furniture itself. Clean lines, and a room that feels taller than it is, simply because nothing is standing in the way of the eye. 15 ideas, but really, just one philosophy, worn 15 different ways. The Japanese didn't solve small living by finding more space. They solved it by asking every object, every wall, every inch of floor and ceiling to earn its place, and by leaving just enough empty space for the room to breathe. Maybe that's the real lesson hiding inside a 21 square meter apartment in Tokyo. It was never about how much space you have, it's about how honestly you use it. Which of these 15 ideas would actually work in your home? Tell me in the comments, and if this kind of thoughtful living speaks to you, subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from.